I really appreciate the collaborative aspect of it because it allows me to be able to jump on with people whether I know them or not and play with them rather than against them because I don't have the time to get all sweaty per se and really figure out how to play the PvP games. But playing with people is something I really enjoy doing.
I like playing Helldivers because it's a fun game I can play with my friends, and it's also a game where I'm not fighting other people. It's not super competitive. It's just a game where we're shooting like AI, robots, and bugs.
I think I enjoy playing Helldivers because it satisfies the masculine urge to kill aliens, blow stuff up, and spread democracy.
Well, I think it's like mostly unadulterated fun. A lot of the ways I connect with, like, I stay connected with family and friends across like the country, across the world, kind of, is through gaming like that. And Helldivers is a really great medium for that because it's so kind of not haphazard. It's just kind of chaotic, and that's always enjoyable.
If I get beat up or I'm beating up the robots, no one's feelings are getting hurt. So it's just fun to mess around and feel like a soldier that gets to blow things up. And it's pretty fun. You unlock new stuff, and it's just a good time with your friends.
And I think on top of that too, like the devs are really good. They obviously pay attention. They're making a game that's they're passionate about. It's not like a normal AAA game nowadays where it's just to make money. Just to actually enjoy it. I think they enjoy it and they want people to enjoy it, and that leads to a better game that people want to play, which I think is pretty obvious in how Helldivers was super successful when it came out, like 500,000 players pretty consistently for a while. And it's still pretty popular, one of the more played games on Steam, because the developers clearly care, and that can be felt when you play the game, which makes it more enjoyable.
The latest ones have definitely been better, giving more firepower because it makes it feel like you're in the most crazy action movie of all time, and you just get to light everything up.
I liked that they've been nerfing a lot of the like the enemies and buffing some of the guns because I didn't really like how it felt impossible to do anything and everything just kept getting progressively worse. All the guns that were fun became not fun. So I do like how they've been changing things and also been slowly adding new enemy types and new planets and all those things. I think that's been pretty fun. I like how they do that.
I'm still a relatively new player, so I haven't really seen what it was like in the past, so I don't really have much to compare it to. I'm pretty satisfied with where it's at now. It's a lot of fun. I would say like I've noticed there's a little bit of discrepancy between the difficulty level where like one level can be pretty easy and then the next one is pretty hard, so maybe there needs to be more balance there, but yeah, I'm pretty satisfied.
I definitely don't think they're bad. I think more content's always good. And it's always impressed me how they clearly have an idea. Like there's so much content that has come so regularly that they clearly are super well planned out when they make these stuff. And I think so much of it has secretly been done beforehand. They're slowly releasing over time. Especially if you look at leaks and stuff, like there's a whole new faction that people have data mined, and that's been in the game since the beginning. Like they are very well prepared and well organized as a development team, which is super cool. And they're just, the more stuff they add, the more enjoyable it gets. I'm a little disappointed. Like I think the higher difficulties need to be difficult. Like they should be regularly. You should fail them.
But then increasing difficulties to still offer a challenge rather than just nerfing all of the tools that they give you.
And that's the point of them being difficult, and a lot of people complained about that when that was the case, and so they kind of gave in and made everything really good. And so higher difficulties are, like, generally I play on the highest difficulty or two and generally survive because that's what people wanted, which I understand as a developer. You want to do what people wanted, but I think there also should be some level of, like, as a developer you have to not baby people and be like, look, this is supposed to be hard. And that is, I'm a little disappointed by that, but I like that they're still going with it and they're working to do what people want, which I think is good. Games are a service.
I want more stealth items. I like to be sneaky, and so having more utility to be sneaky would be really great. Maybe like suppressed pistols or something.
I'm really excited about them adding another like enemy faction, like adding I don't know, the squid guys, whatever they're called, because I think that's something that was in the first Helldivers, and I think that's something that they could definitely add to the second, and there's definitely rumors of it, and there's definitely space on the universe map that it has, so I think that would be a lot of fun.
I think I agree with a lot of the other player base, and that it'd be fun to have more enemies to fight, maybe more like a variety of missions.
You know, obviously more factions is interesting. I'd love to see like urban environments are super cool. I had a lot of ideas, but they always take it in such an interesting direction, like with the space station they're bringing on. And a lot of us figured when they brought that out, it was like the beginning of almost guilds, I guess, so to speak. But the more they talked about it, it's going to be like a roving Death Star that you democratically vote where it's going to go. It's like something that nobody really thought would have come into the game.
Different environments and stuff like that. I mean, it's always fun to have new explosives and new ways to see things blow up.
And so I'm kind of confident with letting the developers do what they want, because they're clearly super creative, super interested in making this a fun game that people want to participate in, and they're willing to try weird and out of the box kind of stuff.
But it's just a question of when it'll be. I don't know if it'll be like a year after the initial release or what, but I think that'd be cool.